Hey folks, and welcome back to the mountain. I'm Tony.
I'm Joanne.
From Gagnon's Mountain Homestead. As you can see, we're in the garage. We're going to be, we get the bunnies coming soon, and I know we got the bunny bunker almost done, but they're not just going to be hopping around and they're willy-nilly. We got to build cages. So tonight, we're going to show you how to build a wire rabbit cage yourself. Okay? All right, let's go. All right, folks, so we're going to make our own bunny cages. Wire rabbit cages. We're going to make our own. Now, this will be the second rabbit cage I've ever made. The first one we made last night to figure out how to do it. And tonight we're going to show you back up. Tonight we're going to show you what we came up with. So what we have here, we have rabbit cage wire. Imagine that. It's 1 inch by 2 inch squares, which we're going to use for the sides. In here, I have 1/2 inch by 1 inch, which we're going to use for the bottom and the top. We're going to use them for the bottom because these are kind of big and bunny feet can fall through. And this will actually come up the side a little bit because little bunnies, baby bunnies, can actually fall through there too. So they actually call this like baby saver wire. But we're going to use this for the bottom and the top, and this will be used for the sides. The other thing you need are what are called J-clips, which are these little clips here that are shaped, surprisingly enough, like a J. Then you need these J-clip pliers. These slide into there like so, and then that's how you clamp the wire together to build a cage. You'll see all that, don't worry. I got these at Tractor Supply. These are like 10 bucks. A bag of clips, J-clips, is like 6 bucks. These, I believe, are a brand called Lixit. Yes, it's called Lixit. L-I-X-I-T. Pronounced Lixit. Yeah, it is. All kinds of jokes there, but we're not going there. Okay, so we're going to make our cages 3 feet long, 2 feet deep, and 18 inches high. This particular roll is 36 inches high. So if we cut it in half, we can get 2 cages from 1 piece. Once again, I said 3 feet long, 2 feet deep. So if you multiply all that by 2, you get 10 feet. So I have to cut out a piece of this 10 feet long, and that's what we're going to do now. All right, so we're going to cut a 10-foot long piece. So Joey's going to pull that down that way. And we're going to just roll this out. Now we're going to measure it and cut it at 10 feet. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, since this is 3 feet wide, we're going to cut it in half lengthwise. So it's 18 inches. We've got our 2 pieces. This piece we're going to make another cage out of later. So we'll sit off to the side. Okay, so now that we have this cut, we're going to roll this out. This is going to be the sides of the cage. So remember, I said it's going to be 2 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet. So we're going to measure. What do you want to do first? 2 feet?
2 feet.
All right, so we're going to measure this 2 feet from the end here. And that's right here. See it?
Yep, I see it.
This one here, right?
Yes.
So we're going to put this board on it right at the 2 foot mark. And then we're going to bend the wire up. We're going to take a little hammer here and just kind of give a little help. Oops, that slid. See how that slid?
I did.
You got to put weight on it like that.
Okay.
All right, just a little bit of tap in there. From here, we're going to measure 3 feet.
Get the hammer.
Yep, but you got to have weight on it.
We don't know.
All right.
2 more feet.
Okay, folks. So we've got our bends. All right, so now that we have our sides all cut, I'll bend down so you can see me. We're going to cut the top and the bottom now. Now this is 30 inches wide, and we're going to cut it to 3 feet long. If Joey can unroll it.
Okay, just takes a bit.
Once you stretch it out. Once again, guys, we're new at this. We did one last night, and now we're doing this one. That's the extent of our experience with this. Okay. Okay, so now we got to turn this over because this is going to be the bottom. And what we've done is the 1/2 inch spacing is what's going to be facing up instead of the 1 inch facing. There's just more there, so it's better for the rabbit's feet. Now this is 30 inches wide and our cage is 24 inches wide. So what we're going to do, we're going to fold up 3 inches on each side, and that'll go along the front and the back of the cage, which will work as the baby saver, as they call it. Don't we bend it up? All right, now we'll do the other side. Bend it up. All right, so there's one. All right, kids, so now that we got it all cut, we got to set up on this table here, like I said, so we're not all bent over. Now what we got to do, we got to join these 2 ends together with some J-clips. And I showed you the J-clips before. It's just these simple little metal clips. We put them in the J-clip pliers. All I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to join these 2 pieces together. So I put the J-clip in there, make sure to get both pieces, see how they're both in there, and then just like that. And that's it. Now, I can just do the rest of this joint here. I'm just going to go every other one for now, just to get it all started. Line her up there. It's really pretty easy. Till I get to one like this, it's bent. There. So, we have that first joint done, like that. Now what we're gonna, I know it doesn't look like much yet. Trust me, it'll come out. Now we're gonna put on the bottom. So once again, we got this folded 3 inches on each side. So it's going to fit over like this. And I'm going to start on one corner with my J-clips. Just I'll bend that so it's like a 90. I'll come over here with a J-clip. I'll get a fresh one. Put it right there. There. And now I'll just go right down here. I want to show you this tray I have here. It's got magnets on the bottom, so you put tools or parts in it, they stick to it like that. If you don't have one, get one. Because with this one, if I kick it, they're not going everywhere. They'll stay in there. That's what you want. Look at that, I got all three.
Nice. Nice shot.
All right, so next we have to cut a door because right now we might be able to squeeze a baby through here, but it might not be very good for him. And then later on, we wouldn't be able to get the rabbit out. So we have to make a door. So I've cut this out already. This is 13 by 14, and this is going to be our door here. So what I've done is I've measured out the center here, and these are the ones we're keeping, the ones in red. Here, 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 and here. We're keeping these, so I'm going to cut out in between all that now. That's our door hole. Now, these little edges are very, very sharp. So, next thing I want to do is grind them down. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm taking my 4-inch grinder here, and I'm just going to kind of go around all these, grind them little nubs down and smooth them down. I'll do the same thing with the door. I got my glasses on, I got my hearing protection, and I got my gloves. When you're working with this wire, it's a good idea to wear the gloves anyway, because the wire will poke you and make you leak. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. All right, so that's all I'm doing. I'm going to grind them. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to do the door, and then we'll show you how to put the door on. Okay, so now that that's all ground down, they're nice and, I mean, they're not super smooth, but they feel a lot better than they did. Go ahead and feel that. Ooh. So now, we're going to attach our door. Now, there's many different ways of attaching bunny doors. Some people like to open them like this. Some people like this. I saw one and I really liked the idea. From the inside, like this, and then you open the door up like that. I really like that idea, so that's how I'm doing my bunny doors. Neat. Now, you attach them with J-clips, and the J-clips will be the hinges. It's a pretty snifty idea. So, we just come over here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to set this down on the floor. It'll just be easier to show you and for me to do it. So, I take my door. You notice it don't fit, so we got to go up. See, look at that. And I'm just going to kind of center it in the hole, like so. And I'm going to put on a J-clip. Right here. And that's it. So now it's there. I'm going to put on a couple more, like 3 or 4 more. One more right here. So now our door is going to open in like that. And when it closes, it's like that. There's a couple reasons to do it this way. I mean, if you forget to latch it, it's going to be down here anyway. The bunny can't get out. So now what I got to do, I got to find a way to hold it up here. For that, I'm going to show you what I come up with for that. So what I've decided to do, what I did was I just took a nail and I bent it and I hung it from here so that then the door can hang on the end of the nail. So that's all I'm going to do. There. That squoze closed so it won't come off. Now all we do when we want to open it, just kind of move that back a little bit with your finger. And there, that'll hold the door open. There you go. Slide it back. That'll hold that like that. Close it. One moment, I'll get a clippy to clip it. I keep a whole bunch of these around, these little pin clips. I've got a whole box of them. I keep them around because I use them a lot. So, and all I'm going to do with this, put it there, push it down, and that holds the door closed. All right, folks, so that's it from the mountain for today. We showed you how we're building our cages. We got more to do. It took some trial and error, but we got it. I think these will work just fine. So my bride here is going to close out today's video.
All right, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when we put up a new video. Comment, tell us what you like, what you don't like. Give us some constructive criticism, suggestions on what we can do better. And as always, from the mountain, God bless.